Very good morning, students. As we have started with the 9th standard science, the lesson tissues. So in this, as you know, we are going to learn plant tissues as well as animal tissues, where we have completed with the plant tissues and started with the animal tissues. So when you study the animal's body, mainly we are classifying tissues into 4 types. The first one is epithelial tissue, next one is muscular tissue, connective tissue and the nervous tissue. Where we have completed epithelial tissue and the muscular tissue in our previous videos. So today let us start with the third type, that is connective tissue. What is this connective tissue? Let me give you an example, students. We all together will construct one building. So what are all the things we require to construct a building? Yes, we require the brick, we'll take the stones, we'll take the iron rods, wood we will take. So all these things are there with us. Now we are going to construct the building. Only if you keep the bricks one above the other, they will bind with each other? No, because there you require some binding material. So what you are going to use, students? You are using the cement as the binding material. So we can call it as that is one connection between two brick to brick, so that you can construct the wall, you can construct the buildings. Why I give this example? Because the same example we can apply to our connective tissue. In our body, as we know, multicellular, so many types of cells are there. Cells are called, group of cells are called as the tissues. So many tissues are there, but they have to combine with each other to form our body. How just now I said, between two bricks, you require some binding agent. Like that, in our body, we require some binding tissue. That is what the name is, connective tissue. It is going to connect our organs of the body, our tissues of the body, it will connect. So the name as the connective tissue. Hope you are understanding, students. So how can you explain the connective tissue now? Even it is a type of tissue which helps to connect, which helps to join different types of tissues, different types of organs of our body. So called as connective tissue. Okay, this connective tissue it is. So even it is made up of the cells, group of cells as the tissue. So even this tissue is having the cells. Okay, if you take the cell of this connective tissue, see just a rough diagram. So imagine this is a cell. So here, as you know, in the cell what you find, students? Cytoplasm you are going to get, right? Yes. In case of connective tissue cells, there is a ground material and that is called, we are not going to call it as cytoplasm, it is called as the matrix. What it is called? Matrix. So matrix is there in the cell and that you find different types of the cells. Few cells are with a round shape, few are amoeboid shape, few thread-like structures are there. Again we are going to classify them as white fiber and the yellow fiber. Like that so many types are there, students. Now what I want to say, you just concentrate on the matrix. So what is matrix? It is a ground substance, okay, which we find in case of connective tissue cells. So this matrix can be of different nature. The nature of the matrix can be different. It can be solid. It can be bit like a gel type you can get it, or it may be fully liquid. Like that, the 3 types we find. Okay. So once again, what is the function of connective tissue? Which helps to bind the tissues and organs of the body, which helps to support our tissues, which helps to pack our whole body, right? So that is connective tissue. So this connective tissue is having the matrix. So if the matrix is very close, sorry, not close, very like there is a distance between the cells and all, like that if you find, that is called as loose connective tissue. If the matrix is not dense, it is not, the cells are not close to each other, there is a bit space between the cells and all, that type of the matrix, if it is present, that type of a connective tissue is called as loose connective tissue. Okay. If the matrix is hard, if it is quite hard, then that is called dense connective tissue. That is called dense connective tissue. If the matrix is liquid in nature, fluid in nature, here I have written once again, if it is fluid in nature, okay, that type of connective tissue is called fluid connective tissue. Okay, students. So how we are classifying this? Based on the nature of the matrix, we are classifying the connective tissue into different types. So the first one is, if the matrix is loose, you find the loose connective tissue. In this, what are all the types you are getting? Areolar tissue, first one, and one more, that is adipose tissue. See students, here I am showing areolar tissue with the tendons and ligaments. Okay, tendons and ligaments comes under connective tissue. Okay. So in some of the reference books they have explained as a comes under loose connective tissue, but in some of the books they have given as it will come under reticular connective tissue. Okay. So just we will consider as these two are also the types of connective tissue. Fine. Next, dense connective tissue. Quite hard matrix is there. So our bones and cartilage, these two types comes under skeletal tissue. Next, dense connective tissue, we are going to call it as skeletal tissue. Okay, skeletal tissue is of two types. One is bone, one is the cartilage. If the matrix is liquid in nature, that is called fluid connective tissue. It is having two types called as blood and the lymph. Okay, so these are all we are going to discuss under connective tissue one by one. Okay students, hope you are understanding and hope you are taking down this chart also, how we are making the types and all. Fine, let us start now. As you all know, tissues are made up of the cells. If you enlarge the cell and observe, it is having gel-like medium called as the matrix. So full bulk of the cell is having the matrix. Is there any use with this matrix to our body? How does connective tissue connects? For this answer, go through the skeleton. An adult human body has 206 bones. Are they all connected with each other? Yes, students. There is a connection between all the bones, all the organs. The tissue that connects two bones, we are going to call it as a ligament. The muscles which are all attached to the bones with another type of a tissue called tendons. So tendons and the ligaments comes under the connective tissue and these are called dense connective tissue. The human skin is the largest organ of our body. So the skin is connected to the muscles and that type of connective tissue, it is called as loose connective tissue or areolar connective tissue. You might have seen blood vessels, nerves, bones, all are filled with the space inside the organs. This tissue is called as filler tissue, which fills all this. So we can say connective tissue is the binding material, packing material of our body. Even it helps for supporting of the body. How it supports? See, it is a framework of our body. See the full skeletal system. As you see, bones are the types of connective tissue. As you know, heart, lungs both are covered with a bony rib cage, right? The brain is covered with a skull. Like that we find. So bone is a tissue which is quite hard. The cells are connected very close to each other. The bone cells are having calcium and phosphorus. That is what they make it very strong. So looking at the bone you may think, but it comes under skeletal connective tissue. Another type comes, students, see the earlobe, you can bend it. How it is possible? Why? Because the cells are widely distributed and they are having cheese like matrix, gel type of the matrix, and that is called as the cartilage. It may be your earlobe or it may be the nose. You can bend it. How it is possible? Because they are made up of cartilage. See, that is what we are calling it as a supportive tissue. See, the skin is acts as a shock absorber. How it acts as a shock absorber? Because it is made up of the tissue called as the adipose tissue. Coming to the next type, the cells. See, cells are in single or maybe group. The tissue which is liquid in nature in our body. Which one, students? Yes, that is the blood, which helps to transport the oxygen, bring back the carbon dioxide, that all the functions. So blood is mainly of the three types and this comes under fluid connective tissue. RBC, WBC, platelets, these are all the cells of blood. So this is the introduction of the connective tissue. Let us study one by one in detail. Areolar connective tissue. Areolar tissue. It is a type of loose connective tissue which is widely distributed and serve as a universal packing material of other tissues of the body. Its main function includes support and binding the other tissues. Along with that, it helps in defending against infection. When a body region is inflamed, the areolar tissue in the area soaks up the excess fluid as a sponge and the affected area swells and becomes puffy, a condition called edema. This is the structure of areolar tissue. So this areolar tissue is found beneath the skin and muscles, around blood vessels and the nerves, and even in the bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organs, supports internal organs and helps in repair of the tissues. If you check, it is having different types of the cells called as fibroblasts, macrophages and mast cells. Like that, different types of cells we find in the areolar connective tissue. Next one, adipose tissue or adipocytes. Another type of loose connective tissue is adipose tissue. So where we find adipose tissue? So this is a fat storing tissue which we find just below the skin and between internal organs of our body. The cells of adipose tissue are called adipocytes. You can see there is a nucleus and the fat storage cell, nothing but that is adipocyte. Its main role is to store energy in the form of lipids. That is what we'll say, the cells of this tissue are filled with the fat globules. So storage of fat, as well as it acts as an insulator to the body. Now let us study about ligaments and tendons. These ligaments and tendons are also the types of connective tissue because their function is to connect. Both the tendons and ligaments comes under connective tissue. Tendons are cord-like. Cord-like means long, elongated, strong, inelastic structure that joins skeletal muscles to bones. Ligaments are elastic in structure which connect bones to bone in the joints. Let us start with the first one, ligaments. As you can see the structure of hand there, its function is to connect bone to bone. See, this is a piece of bone. This is another piece, circled one I am showing. Middle there is a connection. That connection is the ligament. Throughout the hand, what silver colored you can see, no, all are ligaments. Coming to the next one, tendons. What is the function? Connection between bone to muscles. See again with the circles I am showing there. A bone, that black colored circle is the muscle. Between that you find a connection, that is the tendon. Right, students? So what can we say? Even tendons and ligaments helps to connect bone to bone and bone to muscle. So these two also we are taking under the connective tissue. Remaining we will continue in the next class, students. Thank you. In the explanation, these two pictures are there, students. If it is not clear, so I have attached it, just refer. Okay.